I remembered where I could trigger the new quest. It's right there. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the discussions here, and then start with that quest,
Let's
whatever
rest
that
and
is.
heal up.
Discuss. See. Just everything except the yellows. Yeah. Oh, it's a Xeon quest. Oh, it's all the different heroes quests. Okay.
Let's
They should
have
be
a little
short.
huddle up.
They're not yellow. I heard that Colony 9 has been having some major shortages. That's nothing new. But, oh, we didn't have so
Is that
much of a
a supply
problem with
drop?
food and resource till Colony 9's rank dropped. So now frustrations are running high after one too many shortages. Is there anything we can do to help? That will be great. I guess there isn't anything we can do to fix it right this moment. Resolving the food supply problem is the highest priority, isn't it? Yes, it is. Everyone's sad when stomach empty. That's just science. But it'll take time for the field to yield crops. Yeah. If we could find something to tide everyone over until Xeon's field idea brings results. Troublesome people as always. Come on, Riku, if you got any bright ideas, we'd love to hear them. Meme, it's easy plan, even you can think of. What does that mean? It's principle of finders keepers. Meaning, battlefield is full of usable items with no owner. He's got a point. When we couldn't go back to our colonies, we survived with things we scrounged off various battlefields. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. I agree. On an old battlefield, we'll probably be able to find resources other than food as well. How about we search the battlefield at Everblight Plain near Colony 9? There's one more place. The place where we met Guernica is another promising candidate. Right. When we've found enough, we'll take it to the commissary. Camilla will be able to distribute it best. Okay, that is decided. Hey, I'll help too. Banana also lent the wing. Okay. The lean times in Colony 9.
Shall we put our heads together on this?
This is the one next to the castle? Ashira, what will Colony 11 do now? Why ask me? Try not to play dumb. Maybe he's asking because it's your colony? No. Surely it's your colony now, if anything. What? Just how did you figure that? I figured it by how soundly Colony 11 was thrashed into submission by the traitorous Ouroboros. They say to the victor goes the spoils. Therefore, Colony 11 now belongs to you lot. Thank you. You are also on the winning side, if memory serves. If the commander herself says it's fine, who are we to argue? Our list of allies is limited. We're grateful for any cooperation. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. We're a fickle we're a fickle lot in Colony 11. Most of us do as we please, so you should be careful now how you handle us. Just because I've taken a liking to you doesn't mean the others will. Why can't you just explain our good qualities to them and get them to help us? What, I should just tell them directly? A bunch of people who'll cut me down if I show any weakness? I guess that won't work. But then, what the spark are we supposed to do? Let me give you a piece of advice as former commander. In Colony 11, there's a group of elite soldiers called the Three Ravens. Three? You don't remember? They fought us on Ixia Bridge. Yeah, the three commanders, the three waves. Oh, those guys. Their names were, let me think. Exons. Oh, Easel, yeah. I'm sorry. Spearhead Zoran, Felplume Easel, and Tenacious Clad. Oh yeah, Clad, because I was laughing about it. I thought it being Chad. They lead the three units that make up Colony 11. You could call them the pillars of the colony. Win those three over, and you've basically got the whole colony. You make it sound simple. How are we meant to win them over exactly? Good question. I simply crushed them until they did my bidding. Queen's teeth, no wonder they want to kill you. but I know that you lot can play it a bit smarter than that. For example, you could glean some intel about them. The best way to know an enemy is to become their friend. Wow. They may be a group of thugs, but as soldiers go, they're the best of the best. Not as good as me, obviously. I can't see any downside to winning them over. It'd do wonders for your allies' base. How about it? You're not wrong there. We'll think it over. Thinking, is it? Don't deliberate over it for too long. What's that supposed to mean? Leave that lot alone for too long and they'll end up in some battle or other. You'd better do something about them before they end up being a nuisance for someone else. Is trouble seriously all your colony's good for? Haha, might be. Well, I wish you luck. Great autonomy.
Shall we put our heads together on this?
Ray, you come from the city, don't you? Yeah. No need to be so standoffish, mate. You're allowed to talk, you know. Don't usually bother with the trivial stuff. So, you have a wife, don't you? Do you want to go and see her? Fine either way. Come on, that's no good. She'll want to see you. You can always drop in while you're giving your report for the lost numbers. Oh, yeah. You keep all that about the lost numbers quiet, didn't ya? I told you I don't talk about unimportant stuff. Cannot believe this bloke. Let's have it out then. Proposal, let's go and see this wife of yours. I'm taking your silence as a yes. Good work, team. Let's go. Lovebirds. Ah. Ooh. Fiona.
Let's have a little huddle up.
Hey everyone, there's something I want to talk to you about. A lot of people in Colony Mio still seem worried, even though it's been liberated. What can I do to lift everyone's spirits again? Do you have any ideas? I'm not surprised you're feeling shaken after a traumatic sequence of events like that. What about you, Fiona? Are you okay? You're not stressing yourself out, are you? I have to be okay. If I look like I'm down, everyone else will feel down too. That definitely sounds like stressing yourself out to me. I know Tallow said this already, but you can tell us anything, okay? There must be stuff that's too tough to discuss with people in the colony. I was just going to mention that. You still haven't told your colony about the consul's true identity, have you? I thought it'd be better not to tell them. Aw, Fifi. Besides, I just want to think about the future from now on. I want everyone to feel truly happy that we survived together. We're excited for tomorrow. I want to bring those feelings back for everyone to make their sadness disappear. Well then, isn't it obvious what you need to do? In Colony Mio, everybody works together as one. Isn't that what you all say? Why don't you try talking to the colony about what to do next, Fifi? I'm not sure how that would pan out. We can come with you. Would you like that? Ah, yes, please. We can ask for Tao's cooperation too, since he knows all about the situation. Oh, but one more thing. Is it okay if I call you Senny? Who? Me? For sure. Hey, how come only she gets a nickname? You want one too? How about Lan Lan? Lan Lan? That suits you so well, Lan Lan. You can get your Lan Lan now. You don't really wind me up. Alright. Enough with the nicknames. Let's get started. Colony Mio needs us. I'm sure Tallow will help us out. Yes, Colony Mio needs us. We'll go there in 1 hour. I don't know. We can't do this. Ether. Ether cylinder from Colony Lambda, I think? Yeah. They say Colony Lambda's been raking in the ether lately. From the mines? Yeah, some bloke called Koji's meant to be behind it all. He seems to have pressured the commander personally, which sounds like Koji. They've always had some ether, I thought. They've mined it, didn't they? They're saying that there's a huge amount of it now. It takes some skill to produce such results in that length of time. Accomplishing something like that in Colony Lambda, that's no small feat. There are so many colonies that never have enough ether, and here's Colony Lambda sitting on a hoard of it. They're saying they have too much even. Can't they share some with other colonies? Yeah, what's stopping them? How about we ask them ourselves? I'm curious too. Let's find out. Oh.
Shall we put our heads together on this?
Right where we are. What do you think? What do you make of those strange comments? I've never seen any with garbled text like that before. Oh yeah, the Collectopedia card that was like messed up messages. And it's weird that someone issued the exact same request multiple times. Think our eyes are broken? Don't scare me like that. The very possibility makes me shudder. Yeah, if it will be like us, you know, in modern times, where let's see, if internet went down, that would be terrifying. Maybe it's a bug in the card itself? That sounds like something to ask Sequoia. If it really is a bug, she'll be in the most foul mood until the matter's resolved. Do we have to? She seems to be our best option. Right. Let's see what she has to say. Okay. Bugs. Alexandria was in her 6th term. She wears makeup to look older, because that way she can be respected a bit more. A bunch of juniper quests, okay.
Shall we put our heads together on this?
It's understandable that people are stressed and worried with everything that's happened, but the city folk are really starting to get up in arms about it. Because they moved. I guess raids were normal for us back in the colonies. We just took that kind of thing for granted. To them, fighting was something that happened in the outside world. You can understand how seeing one of their fundamental beliefs shattered is going to cause some unhappiness, especially from the conservatives in the city. Suppose. But then you've got those conservative types who were already afraid this kind of thing would happen. Yeah. Seems like they're already in a state of panic. You're right. Everything feels quite precarious right now. I hope everyone in the city's okay. I've been thinking to check in on Travis as well. See how things are going. Want to tag along? Yeah, okay. Choices.
Shall we put our heads together on this?
Auto lefts? Seems like a bloke named Varen's working on some kind of prototype. Yeah, and everyone's hoping it'll help boost Lambda's defense. I wonder what it could be. Surely not a new type of autolev. Why don't we just nip along and have a gander? We've gotta have some stake in this, right? Yeah, I say so. Lambda's defense concerns us too. No, guys, we have so... Is that a firework? We have so much to worry about. Juniper.
Let's have
Been
a
a while
little
we've been to that colony. Everyone's commenting on how Colony Taos gains a few Nopon. Oh, the 3. Nopon are every place. It's true. Nopon very hardy people. The locals are a bit afraid of them, it seems. I can't say I'd call any Nopon I've ever met scary. You have not met Bana. Not Chairman Bana, but original Bana in the first game. If Honorin invited them, I'm sure they can't be bad. Stuffing their faces, eh? And you know, I thought that Manana was the only one capable of that. Height of rudeness! Alright, enough prattling, all of you. Shall we look into it then? Good idea, let's talk to the Nopon as well. Oh, it's 4. Is it 4? No, it's 3. They're on their... How is that possible? Very hard feathers. Coresia's
Let's
return.
have a little huddle up.
Coresia left for Colony Gamma, didn't she? Right. Even before the flame cock was broken, she'd always been interested in life outside the colony. As soon as she got the chance, she picked up and set off for Gamma. It must be so cool to be able to make accessories. Yeah, she's always been quite dexterous, always big into playing to her advantages. Alright, you got me interested. What sort of stuff does she make? Oh, let's go visit her and you can see for yourself. That's a nice idea. Okay, let's see how Croatia's doing. Something other than fighting? Imogen.
Let's have a little
Imogen?
huddle up.
I wonder how the people who left the colony are doing. They've stayed in regular contact, and as far as I can tell, they seem to be doing well enough. Though Imogen's transmission was cut off. I don't know what happened. That's a bit alarming. Imogen's not the type to do anything irregular, so it's unsettling that she wouldn't get in contact with us. Well, where did she go again? Colony 4. Do you know why she went there? I don't actually. All I know is that she was very dead set on it. In that case, would it be worth going to look for her? Colony 4 are an upstanding bunch, so I don't expect that anything bad will have happened. Still, let's go anyway and find out from Imogen herself. The colony that was almost blown up, which made me panic. This is the 3 prisoners in the Agnian castle that I couldn't
Shall
talk
we put
to.
our heads together on this?
So, we've heard there's some people locked up, but nothing about the whys and hows. Being put into prison for violations of military discipline is not unheard of, I suppose. People were saying they're pretty tough as well. Supposedly, it's all under security's purview, but I don't know much more. Is there any point to locking them up under the current circumstances? We won't know unless we ask security. It would be nice to get some extra hands to help around this castle and city. Huh. The 3 fiends, not friends, fiends. This is Iota?
Shall
No.
we put our heads together on this?
No, which one is this? Oh, yeah. This is the Castle Seeker. The one that helped us get the people to the city. That rumor we heard about Seeker, the guy who spoke to Gondor. Yes. It seems the people of the city don't trust him. They don't understand his motives. In a way, it's understandable. The situation is what it is, and there's no easy fix for it. When we talked to him, he struck me as, like, industrious, I guess. Diligent, in it. He did a fair bit to help when they were sending lost numbers back to the city and all that. Yep. Well, whichever way he was, or seemed, if he's got a bone to pick with the city, we gotta nip that in the bud. Fair point. How about we make some inquiries into Seeker then? If we ask around with the Agnias, we're bound to learn something. Alright, sorted. Let's do it then. True intent? I wonder. I'll finish with that. This is not complete because I couldn't find it.
Shall we put our heads together on this?
Oh yeah. Wasn't the pulley guy involved in hiding those Mecha Friend parts? I've got a bit of bone to pick with him. He's the one who goaded Witch and Dinky Dinky into making trouble. But with a name like that, he's an Opan too, right? Back then, we couldn't really get a handle on what he was about. That's for sure. Let's have a word with him if we find him. Yeah. True culprit.
Everyone, a moment of your time?
Hey everyone, I've got something I've been meaning to ask you all. Is it about leftists? If so, you should probably address it to Riku, not us. Lance, you are correct, and Taiyan, ordinarily you would also be correct. But I want to know what everyone's favorite lenses are. You mean, like, do I prefer an Equitz or a Valitets? Exactly. For me, I guess it's a thorax. Makes it easier to get around. I like Balenias myself. They just look fun. What about you, Taiyan? Gyrenius, I suppose. It's on the cutting edge of technology. Noah, Mio, favorite Levnis? I don't think I've ever looked at Levnis through that particular lens. Me neither. What's your favorite then, Vali? Me? Well, obviously it has to be... Oh, we know yours already. No need to say it, make a friend. What? I want to say it. Let me say it. Make a friend? He's a Levnis too. He's considered a Levnis by Valdi. A non-combat one, but still one. Alessandria.
Let's have a little huddle up.
So there's something about the Colony 4 resource problem that I've been thinking about. Alessandria, why did you help? That's a bit of a rude question. Colony 4 is an ally. They've been released from their flame clock. I don't need an excuse to help an ally, do I? Yes, but I can understand you're sharing resources with them, but what I'm trying to say is... How does an Anya colony know so much about the resource storage of a Kavesi one? That's what you were going to say? That's what I was wondering too. There's no putting anything past you. Information is easy to come by if you know how. And I always stay up to date. You're not saying you have an inside man, are you? I wouldn't take that much of a risk. I'm just doing the same as you. Here, this is how. Ding. This is the Collectopedia card. I told you, didn't I? I came up with them. Do you think I could only see my own army's information? Yeah, because we could see everyone's, pretty much, almost. Wait. You're saying that you leaked secret Agnus tech to get Keves to use it as well? Oh. At the time I just thought we got really lucky. When all along it was a ploy to dig up enemy intel, I have to say I'm impressed. The important part comes after that. While analyzing the flow of resources, I realized that this war is almost perfectly balanced. Almost like it doesn't want to end. Would make sense. Which is to say, there's someone orchestrating the war from behind the scenes. When you think about the rules, you have to realize that they are closely entangled with the intention of whoever set them. Your words, Alessandria. This is what you were talking about, isn't it? You worked out that much. Didn't exactly try and blow the whistle, did you? What else could I do? What could anybody have done, even had they known? Yeah, for them the console was an overwhelming being, so they relied on us to, kill the console and free the colony. Then Ouroboros appeared, the world's enemy. And the enemy of one's enemy is one's friend, right? I'm glad you understand. I hope you're friendly with your action as well as your words. Cold as ever. Okay, how about this? I'll show you the storehouse, the heart of Colony Iota itself. Take whatever supplies you need and use them as you will. There? You're saying we have final say over resource distribution? Well, you'll have to discuss the particulars of storehouse management with Shell, but yes. I appreciate the sentiment, but we wouldn't feel right. Oops, already pinged her. Already? She doesn't have much spare time, so you better get hustling. The storehouse is a bit hard to give directions to, so first just head for towards Hollow. Just talk to Ryza at the entrance and he'll let you in. Okay? And these are the eyes. Okay, so that's why.
Supplies, I would expect Philly to be there.
Shall we go have a look then? There's been a change in colony relations.
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
There's the explanation I was looking for. Why both sides have the same technology where, you know, Alexandria made it. She leaked it. The info about, you know, both sides, basically. Hey dudes. In gratitude for your courageous work here, congratulations. Thank you. Are you distributing something? Oh ho ho, the possibilities. What's this? Everyone's having a grand old time. Ah, yes. I guess you don't know about this. Today's Harvest Day. It only happens once a month. What's Harvest Day? It's an evaluation day, basically. Every month we evaluate soldiers on their cooperation, boldness, and results. It's a day for us to show our appreciation of the soldiers who contribute the most to the colony. Can I be straight with you? In my book, evaluations are pretty much the exact opposite of fun. Oh, it's not the evaluations everyone's looking forward to. The chosen soldiers get to ask for anything they want. What? Like anything? Like cured arm of sirloin? Or some seafoam soap? Anything. Within the realms of possibility, of course. Spark alive, that sounds wicked! Wicked, man! And next we have Misaka, the quest team. Is Misaka here? Hey, you don't think she's still in the intel analysis suite, do you? She might be, yeah. Probably clean forgot today was the day. But I did tell her in advance. Shall I go get her? You can keep the show going, yeah? Well, I couldn't ask you to go to all that trouble. You don't mind, you just keep doing your job. Well, if you're insisting, thank you so much. Then could you give this to her? Tiara? You don't have to give it to her in person? The quest team really busy at the moment. I wonder if there's something going on with them. They won't mind, I'm sure. Just tell them I sent you. Alright, we'll go. I wouldn't mind talking to Misaka myself. Can I leave you to take care of things on your end? On a day's work. And I'll start with this one. Harvest Day. Do I need Alessandria in my party? Doesn't say. Nope. Misaka. Hey. How could this? Is that? No, it's a scouter. I thought that was blinds. I just can't. It's also. She's asleep. Yeah. What's it? Enemy raid. I think she's awake now. Dame Alex! What did she just do to her? Understand opening up acupuncture points is the way to relieve fatigue. Yeah, and so is a punch in the kisser. In the mouth. You know you've been selected for Harvest Day, right? You should have been notified already. Oh, now I remember. I thought I'd have a little nap till it was time. Oh no, the war ceremony. It's now. Yeah, okay, pause your ponios. Why do you think we came all this way? I thought we gave it to Mio. tiara. Oh. Yay, I did it! Now I can get my luxury shampoo! Chickadee sends her regards and all that guff. Congratulations! Thanks. Try to oversleep in the future. If this was a battlefield, you'd be dead. Sorry. But you've done some sterling work. I'm expecting good things from you in the future too, Misaka. Yes, ma'am. I won't let you down. Anyway, you have to excuse me. There's procedure to follow. Procedure? Oh. Good shampoo is hard to come by. Harvest Day is about the only chance to get your hands on it. Sorry for the inconvenience. Not at all. It's been an enlightening experience. How long have you had this evaluation system in place? Since Chickadee arrived, I think. So for 2 years now. About the same time as Colony Iota starting to distinguish itself. That girl's not much of a fighter, but she really excels at this kind of thing. Yeah, a working motivation system, you know, is really good. But oftentimes those systems are incentive systems are oftentimes counterintuitive, I guess, to what the company wants to do, and it diminishes productivity a lot of times. Anyway, if you want to know more about how it all works, you should ask Chickadee herself. That makes sense. We need to report back about Misaka anyway. Let's get back to Chickadee. Hello, girl. We did our job. Chickadee. Hello. Good work with everything, Chickadee. We gave the tiara to Misaka. All the awards have been given now. Thank you so much for your help. It's just the quest team was busy. Well, it looks like it's taking its toll on Misaka. Following Collectopedia card movements takes great patience and concentration. That's why I wanted to make something like Harvest Day to show people their hard work was appreciated. So the evaluation system was your idea. It was, and somehow I made it come to fruition with Dame Alice's backing. If all we wanted was an evaluation system, the Flame Clock and Homecoming would have done the job just fine. Yeah. That's like a quota system, basically, which is oftentimes lower quality. But you have to wait so long to see results that way. I wanted something a bit more immediate. A good way to improve soldier skills. It serves a direct personal benefit and stops people losing heart. I'm not really one of nature's fighters, but if this is the only way I can support the colony, then I'll do it with pride. And now that the colony's been freed, I can do so much more. Thank you, everyone. Nice. I'll do the next one about the broken Collectopedia for Alessandria. No, not this. Let's see. Yeah. There it is. I'll do this first. Hey, Ryza. Whoa. Is this a new zone? Chickadee? This is why you're a lieutenant. Colony Iota puts a lot of energy into food and medical care. It was one of Dame Alice's initiatives. Very sensible, as staying fit and healthy is vital for keeping up morale. I'm doing all I can to make sure our troops are in top condition, one of the lieutenant's many important duties. Yeah, this is why you're a lieutenant. Huh. Is it a new zone? This tracking thing is pretty smart about where I have to go, which is nice. having the Collectopedia system basically spy on you to see movement of supplies between colonies is actually pretty smart. Like looking at where resources go is a good way to determine whether one colony is considered important over the other. That's very, very good intel. With the Keves not knowing that it's basically a spy tool. Isn't that scary? Like having a system that you rely on so heavily being, you know, made by the enemy and being used by them. Kind of scary. Well, not enemies anymore, I guess. I wonder if the consoles have any say in the Cultipedia setup. Or is that something that they just don't care about? Why was this not... Oh, it's in a cave. That's why. Okay. Is this fine?
This'll fetch a high price.
He looks angry.
Riza?
Is he angry?
He's just not very expressive is all. Still cute though, just like an Arden.
Is he mad at us? Riza, let's chat. You're scaring Senna. Sorry, not a talker. Oh, I see. Beware the monsters. Monsters? The storehouse is a little way out from here, so a little infestation is to be expected. It's hard to find, and the monsters save on guard duties. You could say they're the perfect anti-theft device. Risky business. Right, I see. We'll be careful. Ask Shell. And Dame Alex. Yes? Be nice. I am nice. You don't have to tell me. Don't bother yourself with me. Come on then, let's get moving. Thank you, Riza. Thank you. It's weird seeing how all the commanders have different relationships with their...
Riza, eh? I don't get how a guy can be so calm.
He's already in his 10th term. And he looks more like an Arden by the day.
Like all the commanders have very different relationships to their troops, their lieutenants, every single one of them. Like with Xeon, I think his name was Foxtrot, maybe. There was a hint of, you know, dissent. Like obviously well respected, but you know, some opposing voices in the colony, which can be nice. You don't want just yes men in your ranks. You need someone to tell you when, you know, they think something's a bad idea, and it's your job to convince them otherwise, or their job to convince you otherwise. Like when new information arrives, you have to be able to make new decisions about something, like have new opinions, or
A new location.
you know. Oh my! Oh, we're below. I think we are below the yeah.
our target. That's the storehouse.
I see. It's well protected all the way down here.
Oh my god, it's gigantic. It's empty.
Let's poke her out.
It's empty. So this is the storehouse. Queen's flapping wings. All the stuff is yours? Yep, and we're not at full capacity. Let me introduce you. This is Shell, our storehouse manager extraordinaire. So Shell, everything should be as previously discussed. As of now, our friends here are on resource distribution. Fine with me, it needs to be done. And the more surveillance, the better. Who's surveilling who? All of you surveilling me, of course. When you're living under the flame clock, your allies and enemies are clear. Whoever you can get the fire from is your enemy. Simple as that. But we can't live by those rules anymore. Enemies and allies. They change depending on yourself. That's the difficulty, isn't it? Yeah. Forcing conflict is just one effect of the flame clock. Couldn't we also say that the flame clocks control our behavior? That's it. The time's right for traders to emerge, so it's dangerous for any one person to hold too much power. Checks and balances. Do you doubt your own comrade that much? No, she trusts them to check each other out. Of course I don't doubt them. I know they can get whatever job done. We're all pretty brilliant here. So the only thing that counts in your eyes is ability. Let me ask you then. What? Would you trust some researcher sat at their desk all day with some manual labor? No, they have their own skills. Would you put a soldier who couldn't power a bathtub in the cockpit of Lemnis? Personal skill is what counts in tactics. As long as you believe in that, that's enough. Does anyone disagree? Alessandria, you... She's right pain, ain't she? Give it a rest, Shell. But I think it's a wise assessment. No one knows how to no one knows how things are going to change. Keep an eye on me or not, I'm with Dame Alex, that's all. You really care for Alessandria, don't you? I do, a lot. But I'm 10th term, not got much time left. And Dame Alice needs allies more than anything. Yeah, she has to go 4 years without you. Please be good to her. You shouldn't talk like that. About what time you have left. I suppose you're right. Didn't mean to talk for this long. Anyway, about Colony Force resources. First, just got to do this. What was that? You've got access rights to the goods. You could think of it as unlocking a new function of the Collectopedia cards. You really packed it with features, didn't you? It's nice to see you surprised. This isn't surprise, it's shock. What's the difference? Surprise and shock. One has more fearful connotations, I guess. It's pretty user-friendly. Just name the commander of the colony you want to send to. Boliaris is acting commander right now. Then just pick your supplies and done. But Colony Force Commander... No need to worry. It's all been arranged with Boliaris, the acting commander. Oh. I wonder what would have happened if I did this before that quest. Because this is a lower level quest. This is cool. I really like it when games do this. They think about the different interactions with the NPCs. Even though, you know, theoretically they should have no overlap. It's all been arranged with Boliaris, the acting commander. You can use his name in this instance. It's easier to pick it up by doing... To be honest, give it a go. Let's go! Okay. Colony 4. Colony 4. Should I give it to Boliaris? Well, you first.
We got it all, as requested.
Caspar. Boliaris. There you go.
Looks like we're all done.
Done. Gel. Yep, everything went through, no problem. You've got authority over about half of the research in this room. How you divvy up is absolutely up to you. We're trusting you to distribute it according to the common good. The common what now? So each colony according to its need in it. If we scratch their back, they'll scratch ours in the future, yes. It's like an investment that pays dividends to us later. Makes sense. In that sense, Colony Iota is very, very powerful. They can decide what happens.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Hey, Shell. We may have some breathing space at the moment, but the supplies we got laid away have their limits, of course. We won't be able to distribute them to all of the colonies. Please think carefully about how you're going to use them. Don't overthink it though, just share them with the colonies that you think need with them the most. I think this is a typo. That you think would need them the most. Yeah. Okay, so Iota has a lot of, you know, the stuff, and then, let's see. Hello, Xeon. Noble Taunt. Oh, that upper left is the Veronis that I have yet to unlock. Collect the goods.
Coming here, I think back to the day of the mission.
We were enemies back then, huh? Funny how things turn out.
Packaging looks fine. I'm sure it's still edible. When it comes to eating, I'm sure it's fine. It's not good enough, I think. Well, I guess like if you're scrapped for goods, it's the best you can do. Oh, there's more back here.
Well, isn't that something?
Yes, it is. It is something. This looks usable enough. Oh, armor. Yeah, we're grabbing all the supplies. Not just food. Food's important. I need this to help the living. Aww. Did you just rip that off from the from a husk? Theoretically. Is that what you meant? It's kind of scary. Like, so many things. This war setup. Basically, Mobius, you're using it. they're using us as, you know, harvesters of life energy, basically. Is what's happening. And that life energy is used to make them live longer, maybe? Is there... Oh, the... Yes, here as well. I was wondering what the other
Something's
way
so
was.
fast.
Never a dessert on my watch now.
Oh, I would never do that. I'd hate to make an enemy of you.
If I made an enemy of you, would you nobly taunt me? What's in all the boxes, I wonder? Other than clothes?
It's like looting their resting place. Not pleasant, however you look at it.
That's exactly why we should save all the lives that we possibly can.
Yeah. We should. We need to be able to help the living. Store manager, yeah.
Colonise my place makes me feel so calm.
I feel at home again, seeing all these friendly faces.
Yes. Camilla. Hiya. Is there anything you need? Let me be clear that we're pretty limited in what we've got on hand right now. We want to leave this with you, if that's okay. Whoa, it's all food and supplies. How in the world did you... I'll make sure it gets to those who need it in the colony. Thanks so much for this. Hey? Huh? Oh, you're the, when we were looking for the supply crate. Where the spark did you get that? Oh, Kite is the other lieutenant, not Foxtrot. And don't feed me some crap about finding it just lying around, because that won't fly with me. So this is what I think happened. You saw things couldn't last here and nicked this from someone else, didn't you? While we're forbidden from doing it. No, we found it at Everblight Plain. What? You're saying that we should loot and pilfer stuff to survive? Well, what are your alternatives? Survive by taking from the living, even though you don't need to fight anymore. Don't touch any of this stuff, Camilla. Look. Now that the colony's been freed, things can't go back the way they were before. I agree with them that this is the way to keep everyone in the colony alive. Camilla? Xeon, if you're thinking of going along with this, you can... Camilla? Camilla? Alala seen list of arrived goods? Alala wait for this day so long? Can now repel all of this at long last? You're gonna use the exosuits to repair them? Okay, Alala, calm down. Xeon, we aren't the only ones who aren't happy with your way of doing things. It's just till the shortages are sorted out. Don't get so worked up about it. I understand Kite's opinion, though. We need those fields in working order, and then everything will work out. Good. It makes sense that there are people who don't like it. Hey, Fox. What are we supposed to do if we bring Camilla something from the battlefield and then someone kicks up a fuss about it? If anything goes wrong, this is on you, you hear? Don't make troubles for Camilla. Yeah, like, that battlefield has, you know, probably has bodies of their friends too. And maybe someone might get, you know, ticked off by someone using their friend's thing. But on the other hand, they might think, like, it's good, at least it sees some use, you know. There's two sides to this, but I think the fact that this colony is lacking in supplies makes it more important. Must be coming. Okay. Food issues. It's just going to open up another quest. Maybe I'll discuss this and... God damn it. And open up this quest as well. Should be a way up here. Right, no. Find the other person and discuss it. This is probably gonna be about the field.
Smell.
Hey, Pollux. The commander's been good enough to make time to talk to each other personally. That's part of the reason why, as I worked hard for the colony and for myself, I'm finding myself really motivated to do my very best for the commander. Make the leadership care about you, la la. I saw you want to repair the Levinus. No, I heard of Milik Meadows. It's site of Ultra Spooky Cave. Commander before Xeon sent out a survey team there once, but now I think upon return. Maybe inside the cave is a surprisingly pleasant place, they just decided to live there forever. Sure. I want the field to keep start growing. Yes. Thank you.
And now we know things.
Yes, we know things. Eat things.
I've been craving some downtime.
This is the CP place, I think. CP. Yes. I want it.
Oh, whoa! This is really good.
And it looks like, you know,
Able.
military food. The way it's served. Yes.
Shall we put our heads together on this?
People in Colony 9 really aren't happy with the current food situation. Even now they're released from the flame clock, this is all they whinge about. And it'll take time for Xeon's field to yield the harvest. It probably isn't just Kite who's worried about the shortages. If we let it go on as they are, one day things will explode. Actually, I've caught wind of some nefarious scheming going on among the soldiers. Whoa, really? What kind of stupid... Fox, seems he's working on a plan to plunder the neighboring colonies. How could he... Sparks, I don't suppose a good punch in the mouth would convince him. Out we're in time to stop him. Is Kite involved? If he is, then this whole thing gets even bigger and messier. He's always looking out for the rank and file, so they absolutely adore him. I see. Then perhaps Kite might be able to persuade Fox not to go through with it. Who knows, but we should be able to find them hanging around the canteen. We're in the canteen. Then let's go find them and have a chat with them. Makes sense. Food is a very sensitive matter of survival. Hello there, buddies. Hey, Kite. No Fox today? What? We're not joined at the hip like you lot. Oh yeah? Alright, pack it in. We didn't come for a scrap. Queen's sake. So, have you got business with Fox? We just heard something a little troubling, that's all. He went to gather a hunting party. Hunting? Do you know where he was going? I don't know the details. But he probably went to check the Melneth's Shoulder route. Wait, but across Melneth's Shoulder from there, that's what's Mio's colony. This won't end well. If we take his destination as the colony nearest to Mela's shoulder... Yeah, Gamma. And he's almost certainly heading to Colony Gamma. What? We have to go after him. What are you talking about? We tell him about our plans. Come on. Tight. Oh, this is a optional thing. You're saying Fox is going to attack another colony? Well, that's what he needed the people for. But he's not got nearly enough members. What was he thinking? Why didn't he talk to us about this? We'll go with you and stop him. Get ready. Oh. Yeah. Surprised to run into a new lot here. You've been collecting our material, huh? Yeah, if you look hard enough, you'll be far from... We've always been so laser focused on what we can get out of fighting and nothing else. Keep your eyes peeled and you never know what you might find. Not pertinent to the current situation. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is the... right next to where we just were.
If Mio's thinking turns out to be true, then... Fox must be stopped at all cost.
I think they're just hunting.
Found him. It's Fox.
Fox? But why?
But why? Fox. It's you. Don't accuse him. We don't know. We don't know what he's really doing. But from the looks of his fellow soldiers, they look like generic enemies. What are you doing here? What do you think? Getting ready for a hunting trip? You came all the way out here to hunt? Better quarry out here than around Colony 9. Her quality is Colony Gamma, isn't it? If this is the size of your gang, they'll run rings around you. Just give up and go back to Colony 9. They won't get the drop on me. Goodbye, buddy. You are so dead. Yes. Not block the rescuer.
Someone's needy. I lost her attention. I'm the one you want. Cheers for that. I have that one. Wait! Overkill! Go to sleep! No love lost!
And
I'm the one you want. Time to get cracked.
too slow. I think having quicker attack interval might be worth it on Mio.
I'm done.
There's two blockers.
We can move it.
First, for the loot.
Appreciate it. I didn't have any other Let's use it to the max. I'm the one you want.
You didn't disappoint the heart of it. We're good to go, shall we?
Time to send them back.
You know what? For you, I'm going all the way.
Time to win out the big guns. You ain't ready for this. Go! Burning rain! Are you ready, Uni?
You know I can show
Spirit Phantom Slash! We've got the Rolling Smash! You don't understand. Glorious Wind! Rolling Sun! Phantom Smash! Rolling Phantom Slash!
Rolling
We're
Smash.
near our limit. This is what it means.
Double spinning edge.
No one can go. Show us what you got. Just a little more.
Ugh, how? We're fucking monsters, man. Why are you going to attack another colony? They sure have been causing trouble back at the colony, right? And who was bearing the brunt of that unrest? The guys at the commissary. I understand being worried about the future. The communist lot shouldn't be the ones who deal with all that crap. So you were trying to protect her. We've ways of dealing with the issue. It'll be a while before we see the results, but I promise you, we will break through this. The fields. I'm really grateful for the effort you've gone to for your friends in Colony 9. I'll be waiting to see what happens. I know. What a faff. There he is! Hey, Fox! Well, look who's come to see you. Let's go back, shall we? Yeah. It still needs to be solved somehow? Yeah, it does. Let's see if I can go back and see if there's anything else to discuss. I am very invested in this colony right now. For some stupid reason. Anyone got anything interesting to say?
This smell.
Ooh. Where'd it go?
Got some useful
I don't think so. I think Kite respects Xeon way too much.
I've
I'm
been craving
feeling.
some downtime. Shall we put our heads together on this?
Kite left Calling 9 with a few soldiers in tow. Oh, what? What's that little thing he's doing? Why would he? Agnus' military activity was confirmed near Milk Meadows. Opinion was divided over how to deal with it. You're saying he's headed there? Surely even he doesn't think he can wreck a colony with so few people. The Agnus colony is advanced, but the scouts started reporting that they seem to be retreating for something. And that's what Kite and I judged to be the case anyway. That's why he... Now people are unsure on whether to ally ourselves with the colony that has the Agnian army on the run. I've told the scouts to look for Kite too. Problem is, he seems to have gone to ground somewhere. No one can find hide nor hair of him. I don't know which colony this is, but the only ones fighting the war now are ones allied with the castle. Meaning colonies run by Mobius. Well, what's your plan, Xeon? I want to find Kite before he puts himself in danger. Will you help? Suppose we got to now. I mean, yeah, but what are we meant to do if we don't know where he is? Kite has plenty of friends among the soldiers of Colony 9. If we ask around, we might turn something up. Speaking of, Fox still remained in Colony. What, he didn't go along with the others? He might know where they went. Good thinking. I imagine we'll find them at the canteen. They were always mooching around there. Let's go and talk to him. Yes. For Calling 9. I'll finish this up.
Right then, should we get a move on?
Hey Fox. Up to any trouble? You want to know where Kite might be going? There's a cave near the old Veranda's Hulk at Milk Meadows. Oh, it's right below. Yeah. There's bats there. Vargs. We store supplies in there so it could be used as a hideout in an emergency. He could be in there. I'll send the coordinates to your Iris. Thanks. We'll see if he's there. Yep. Yep. Exactly what I'm thinking.
I'm all for preparing for an emergency, but taking from others is not the way.
Somehow I think this talk isn't going to go very well. Let's hurry.
Oh,
It's jamming our signal.
really?
Everyone stay close. So Kite is here.
Let's just try talking to him.
Commander! It's Kite in there. I need to speak with him. This way. Kite. Oh. What are you doing here? Planning on paying any other colonies a visit? The friendly army is still fighting those Agnus guys. They need our help. Colony 9 will be fine as long as you're around. So you're not going back? I thought you wanted to be the big shot commander. We need results. We need to know that we can survive using our own methods. You guys are all about empty lip service. It's rob or be robbed out here. You're desperate. What do you change by repeating the same things over and over, switching between robber and robbed? It doesn't make sense to aim just to survive this moment. That won't fix the root of the problem. Yeah. But that's how we've always lived. You don't understand us, Noah. You really think your hollow gestures are going to fix Colony 9? You are right. Which is why you need to help us change things. What? I can't do this alone. I need you, Kite. That's not fair. It's not like you ever listen to anything I say. Help! What's going on? Kite, the Agnus armor's here. They're attacking. Why now? Sparks and ashes. Engage the enemy. You lot. We're from Colony 9 too. And obviously we're going to pitch in. Thank us later. Which colony are you from? Let's go. We don't know which colony you're from.
This'll keep me going.
I'm the one you want. Time to get cracked.
Focus on that one.
Someone's needy.
Thanks. Got the talk covered.
Break. Skirmishes next. Alright, we'll fight a Mobius. I don't think we've ever fought a Mobius in a standard quest. Quest that is not exactly like a hero, actual hero quest, hero recruiting quest, or you know, a side story for the for our characters. We'll see. Stop this! Hey, what are you doing? There's no need to kill anyone. Go on, get the stuff out of here. Yeah. If you don't kill them, they're only gonna come back here. Then you best be someplace else in it. Ah. Huh. Keves soldiers. That sounds... Was that? Hey. No. Listen, we're from Colony 9. Why were these Agnus still standing? Huh? Why? Colony 9? You're the ones that betrayed the castle. Yeah, this is not a good place to be in right now. I don't think I like these guys. I guess we're doing this then. Hey, They're from Keves. Can we really fight our own soldiers? Such a precarious situation to be in. Like, the colonies that we free from the flame clock basically become like ours, where both sides hunt. Well, I say both sides, but technically it's one side, right? The side of the consoles that is controlling everything. Like, they're free from the flame clock, but that doesn't really help their actual situation. Not really. Because they're gonna be strapped for supplies and everything. Because they're so used to the status quo. And then they do dumb things like this. They're actually dead? No. Now everyone's against us and it's all your fault. How can we survive like this? And that's why we need you so much, Kite. What? Otherwise our forces will take a hit? Kite, you know I'll go anywhere with you. So will you at least listen to what Xeon has to say? You must be curious. Agonizing over it is all a waste of time. Just listen for 5 ticks and make up your mind. Whatever happened to those failed fields of yours anyway? The results aren't great. It takes time and patience to find crops suitable for the soil. I thought today would be a failure too. Challenging the unknown isn't easy. Yeah, new territory. That's why I was so resistant. You don't understand us. From the looks of things, like, they don't usually pillage other colonies. Like, they don't like taking things from the dead. So what they're used to is getting supplies from, you know, the castles and hunting. But I understand you, Kite. What? When things fall apart, I take full responsibility. So there has to be someone to replace me as a person who supports everyone. And that's me? Colony 9 must feel the same way. Will you help me support them together? You're the only person I can ask. Kite. 5 ticks are up. I'll help you until we find a better alternative to your plan. I bear responsibility too as a future commander. Very well, thank you. Then it's settled. For now at least. Alright, let's get back to Colony 9. Yeah, sudden freedom can be paralyzing. Should we try going back to the colony? Let's see. Ooh. You know what? I'll start the quest next time.